So, hi Edward. Musta quarantine?
Ako. Okay lang naman po. Very, ano siya, a lot of soul work. So, yun na lang pwede kong sabihin. Ang dami kong, in terms of creative side, bumalik ako sa pagsusulat ng mga, I love literature. I grew up writing as well. So, I went there trying to do more painting. Yan, na-inspire ako sa ate ko kasi nagpa-painting siya. So, yun lang, having fun lang. But also, parang wala nang excuse. Like, I'm sure the handlers know this, of course. There's no excuse to say I'm busy at the moment. So, yan. Next time na po ba yung interview?
Ay, diba? Mag-start pa lang ngayon.
Okay. Sorry, my bad.
So, we're just gonna do random questions. So,
Okay.
So speaking of quarantine, what have you learned from yourself while stuck in quarantine?
Stuck in quarantine. Ano ba? Ano lang, yung importance ng patience. Siguro yun talaga yun. Because ako, especially now being at home, one thing I love about I live in a condominium kasi, and I have windows. And every day I'll open my blinds, tapos I'll look outside, and I can see the world moving. Early into quarantine, wala na masyado mga sasakyan, walang tao sa labas. Yeah. Parang dead talaga yung mundo. I don't want to say dead, but I mean like parang ghost town. And now I can see things, I can see cars driving again. I can see some people going out. But of course, 19 pa rin ako. I have to, and of course with everything going on, I have to take care of, myself and my family. So, hindi ako pwede lumabas. At yung totoo, ayoko din lumabas. Pero gusto ko na mawala na yung virus. So, kailangan talaga kailangan talaga ng patience because wala talaga ako magawa. So, patience is the key. I guess I could say.
Yeah. Saan ka uli naka-quarantine ngayon?
Sa condo ko po.
Ikaw lang mag-isa?
Hindi po. I'm with my mother and yung kapitbahay ko po actually in the condominium is actually my sister, yung ate ko. Kaya parang araw-araw makakasama kami.
Okay. So next question, when was the last time you felt excited and for what?
Wow. Na-excite ako actually last Sunday ng sobra kasi bumalik na yung I Want ASAP. Which is of course pero syempre ngayon online hindi siya live sa studio. Pero na-miss ko yung yung I Want ASAP vibes. Kahit yung background music pag may interview, yung DJ namin si DJ Allen, yung production crew, na parang bumalik na yung excitement at yung passion sa paggawa ng interviews. Because of course, everything's like super. We only have 1 hour time slot kasi 11:30 magsa-start yung ASAP natin to. So parang feeling ko nasa studio ulit ako. Kahit actually mas maganda. Ito yung kama ko eh. So ito yung office ko. My office is my bed. So ito yung home studio ko. So that's why I got excited because of I Want ASAP.
So anything different ba yung nag-start kayo ng I Want ASAP?
Well, syempre online.
Yeah.
At dun sa studio dati, syempre marami kaming oras para sa interview. Ito, kita mo for example, ngayon 6:04. You only have like a couple of minutes, siguro 5 minutes for this interview, tapos minsan late yung hindi naman late yung mga guests, but minsan nahihirapan pumasok sa Zoom. Okay, so eto, lipat muna tayo sa prod nito. So it's very on the ball, kailangan focus ka lagi. Pero napansin ko after like 3 months, 4 months of, 10 months na ba yung quarantine? 3, no? Total. Of parang kasi sa Mix, every week we have podcasts, we have live streams for interviews. So marami ako nakakuhang experience in terms of hosting, at napansin ko sa sarili ko mas komportable na ako sa I Want ASAP dahil diyan. Kahit I'm just talking to a laptop and I can't see the audience. Syempre bawas ka ba yun pag technically wala ng audience. It's a lot nicer interviewing people now because I feel like I've gained a lot of experience. So parang may sinabi si Robbie sa akin dati na you will really be an expert at something pag natapos na yung 10,000 hours. So parang I'm working on my 10,000 hours during quarantine.
Wow. Okay. So next is, what is the riskiest thing you've done so far?
Sa buong buhay ko or sa quarantine?
Sa buong buhay.
Buong buhay. Nung pumasok ako sa PBB, because nung sinabi nila sa akin na Edward, para nasa shortlist ka na sa mga housemates, at I think a couple of nights before, bago ako pumasok, sinabi nila, okay, gusto namin na housemate ka, na papasok ka sa bahay ni Kuya. At that point, my mom gave me kasi yung nanay ko ang kasama ko sa hotel arrest kasi kailangan ng adjustment period bago yung experience sa PBB. So at that time, I was with my mother and my sister inside hotel arrest. No cell phones. I couldn't contact my dad. Nothing like that. At sinabi niya sa akin, Edward, this decision is really yours. Your decision. Your father, I'm not gonna tell you what to do. Your father and I were not gonna tell you what to do. Eto na, ikaw nang pumili kung ano yung gusto mong gawin. Pwede tayo umuwi sa Germany, pwede ka mag-stay at pumasok sa PBB. So I chose to go inside. And syempre risk yun kasi initially yung bala ko sa PBB, kahit isang araw ako doon, tapos ma-evict ako, okay na ako kasi pwede ko isulat yun sa CV ko sa university. Yung, like when I have my, ano yun? Yan, yun yung CV. Yung application, yes.
Yeah.
I just wanted something interesting to say. But it really became a big chance when I stayed there. I think the second day I was already asking myself, grabe, anong ginagawa ko dito? Syempre English yung, hindi ako nagtatagalog nun, so I had a hard time talking. But that was a risk because I was still in school. Technically summer vacation ko lang yun. Tapos tuloy-tuloy, umabot na November, I think. Yeah, November 16, I think, lumabas ako sa bahay ni Kuya. So, that was a risk. Yeah.
Okay, ano yung naramdaman mo yung bago pumasok sa bahay ni Kuya? Did you feel nervous? Or meron bang times na you want to quit na?
Second morning pa lang, gusto ko na mag-quit. Or actually, hindi naman second morning, second day. So, nagawa namin yung unang task namin. Tapos, yun, first night.
Wait lang kasi parang nag-disconnect yung earphones ko.
Okay.
Saglit lang sir para maayos ulit. Wait lang sir kunin ko lang yung isa pang earphones ko para malinaw yung audio.
Okay. Pero malinaw naman.
My bad, wait lang. Yan. The troubles of modern day technology. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, ano po yung tanong ulit?
Yung did you have times na gusto mo mag-quit sa PBB when you first entered?
Yun po, second day pa lang. Nung paggising ko, naalala ko yung katabi ko noon is either Marco or si Young. Inisip ko na, kasi syempre, we were the boys, we had to share a bed. Tapos, sa simula, syempre hindi namin, we didn't know each other. So, ang ginawa I think it was Young, nilagay niya yung isang pillow sa gitna namin. So, mas maraming space yung pillow kaysa ako. So, I was there, nandun ako sa side ng bed. Sumakit yung likod ko doon. I was like, what am I doing here? I don't understand anything. But I remember because I started getting close to the other housemates. Doon ako naging komportable. Parang hindi na ako nagsisi after that. And of course, at that point, I really didn't realize how big of a chance it was to be in PBB because I didn't know a lot about PBB. Hindi ko alam yung history. I didn't know the past housemates. Hindi ko alam na si Kuya Robbie, dati siyang housemate.
Yeah.
So, I didn't know a lot of these things. But para sa akin yun ang dahilan kung bakit sobrang nag-enjoy ako. Because of course when you grow up watching PBB, tapos nandun ka na sa PBB, para may alam mo yung ay baka ito na yung mangyayari. Ay baka like for example there's some reoccurring things like for example the lie detector test. Hindi ko alam na nangyari yun sa ibang season. So everything I experienced bagong-bago. Kaya nag-enjoy ako.
Okay. So next, if you could only use one human sense for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Ooh. Grabe ah. Sight. Feeling ko sight. I could lose my hearing but wag lang sight. Yan. Nakakatakot pag wala kang nakikita eh. I mean, like even through vibrations, you can listen to music technically.
Yeah.
So feeling ko, as long as I have my gift of sight, okay na ako.
Okay. Name one person that truly inspires you.
For me personally, dati I would always say Dwayne The Rock Johnson. The Rock, as in, what a man.
Yeah.
As in, ang dami niyang pinagdaanan sa buhay niya. I remember there was a part where he only had like $5 in his wallet. He couldn't pursue American football and all of that. Super inspiring. This guy has earned so much money and he accomplished so much. Yung work ethic niya. One of my life motto is yung life motto niya, which is be the hardest working person in the room. So dapat every time you walk into a room, you have to be the hardest working. If you see someone that works harder than you have to get past them. Which I live by that and I love that as well. Pero para sa akin, in terms of inspiration, wala. And that's an honest answer. Because yung mga inspiring actions, for example, recently si Lady Gaga, binigay niya yung leather jacket sa isang fan. And I think that was beautiful. The reason why people, and if you haven't heard the story, everyone should go read the article about it. Yung mga inspiring acts, yung inspiring gestures, yun na doon ako na-inspire. But in terms of people, dati I would look up to people, but now I don't really because walang perfect sa mundo. So if you look and you try and live like that person, ulitin mo lang yung mga mistakes nila. Or I try not to act like a person because doon ako na-trap dati. At nasaktan ako. I remember, like, for example, I used to really look up to Kevin Hart. And I still do, yung comedian. Kaso, there are times where he's made mistakes in the past. And then when you find out na, ay, hindi pala perfect yung idol ko. Yun. Nasaktan ako dun. But that was my mistake because you should never really look up to a person 100%. Kahit ako, and I'm not perfect, I'm gonna make mistakes or disappoint some of my fans eventually or have in the past already. So I don't really get inspired by the person, but the actions of the person.
Yeah. Okay, next. If you wake up in a woman's body, what woman lifting you would be?
Okay. Siyempre, love the guys. If you ask any guy this question, siyempre, I'm a girl now. Pwede na ako, tumingin.
Yeah.
I can check out what my body looks like. But when I was thinking on a deeper level, what would the benefits be? So, siyempre, everything already. Tumingin. I realized na parang one of the things that a lot of girls struggle with na hindi talaga, no guy can understand is parang, for example, yung PMS.
Yeah.
Like before the girls get their period. Alam ko lang, kasi may ate ako, lumayo ka. Give them space, give them whatever they need. Kung kailangan nila na pagkain, bumili ka ng pagkain. Do anything you can in order to give them some comfort. But I feel na para maintindihan ko talaga. And if I had the choice to be in a woman's body, I would hope to experience that so I can understand kung ano talaga ang kailangan nila, kung ano yung moment-to-moment na feelings nila so I can help them out. Because of course, as a guy, we will never understand that.
Yeah.
So, yan talaga. That's what I would probably do.
Yeah. Okay. If you could travel back in time, what era would you love to live through and why?
I would have loved to meet Jesus. Like, kung may extra disciple, sunod lang ako.
13 disciple.
I would love,
yeah.
I would love to see the miracle. And some people might say, it's just a story. No, he was actually a real person, guys. So I'd love to be there. I'd love to travel with him, witness the miracles, witness the presence that he had. Again, if there's someone that really inspires me, it would probably be Jesus Christ. And so I'd love to go back and see and walk with him and see I'd hear him speak, break bread with him. I think that would be the coolest experience ever. Yan.
Kung may tatanong ka sa kanya, anong gusto mong tanong?
Wala akong tatanungin. Sabi ko, sorry, so forgive me. Yun lang ang sasabihin ko.
Forgive me for all my sins.
Forgive me for all my sins. Pero I don't think there's anything you need to ask eh. He knows everything. And parang I don't think I have to ask anything to him.
Okay. Name one thing you've heard about yourself that is not true.
Oh wow. Connect ko dun to the last question.
Yeah.
When I started really growing in like especially the beginning of this year, para may timeline kayo. I've had God in my life and I've had my faith for the longest time. Actually since I was a really young kid. But sometimes in life, especially when you have God in your life, there's really a moment where you can distinguish from where you are now and where you were before. And for me, that was really the beginning of this year. I had some experiences in my life that really brought me to my knees and to the point where I said like, God, I need you. Dito ako, tulungan mo ako. And I would have moments like that before na I was afraid or I was anxious, but nothing to this level. And that's when I really started growing in my relationship with him. I started getting more involved with my church. Shout out to Favorite Church. My friends started coming from there. I started talking to my pastor, reading the word, listening to worship music. And it's not because I found someplace that's safe, it's true, I did. But I found something that will forever be, for example, if you were to drink alcohol, momentary relief lang yun. That's why some people end up drinking every night to get rid of the whatever they're trying to escape from. But for me, my escape is prayer through him. Tapos, sinasabi ko, the biggest relief I can ever have in the world is knowing that kahit anong mangyari, kahit gaano kalaki the waves of the world, no matter how big the challenge is, I have someone who has my back. And so probably the worst thing that I've heard about me is that fake lahat yun. For show lang yun. When I'm sharing about my faith and why I love God and how He's me, lahat yun, living testimony ako along with millions of other people. But the worst thing, and the thing is, I don't get affected by this, but that's the worst thing that's been said about me na parang false preacher ako, I'm not a son of God. I worship the other side. Ang layo. So,
wow.
For me, that's the worst thing. Pero one thing that you learn when you walk with God is that kahit anong sasabihin ng mga tao tungkol sa'yo, if you're secured in your identity with Him as His son, okay ka na. No one can say anything about you because He and you know the truth.
Yeah.
So, safe ka dun. And this whole year, kahit sobrang hirap tayong lahat with COVID-19, with everything going around, parang apocalypse na to. But no, I mean, a lot of people are struggling, feel safe, and I still feel okay because of my faith. So, yun lang. Share ko lang testimony ko.